Hello everyone, this is SWTOR Snoopy here, back with another video. Today I have for you guys another Star Wars Republic Sharpshooter Gunslinger PvP episode, and today we're going to be on the ancient Hypergate Warzone. Now today I'm also going to be doing some post-commentary recording, so what that means is I go into a game, I record the match, and then afterwards I record the commentary, just to talk about what I was thinking while just working on strategy, and also just helping out my teammates take down the enemy team. I thought overall this was a decent episode, just with how the match went, and of course I wanted to upload it and try this style of gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoy this Star Wars Republic Sharpshooter Gunslinger PvP episode. As always, if you guys enjoy these types of videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get right into the match. Alrighty guys, we are in a match right now. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is a post-commentary recording. So this is my first time really doing it with a PvP Warzone, so I do apologize if I'm not the best at it. But we are currently on the ancient Hypergate Warzone. Typically, in the first match, I like to kind of get a feel of what we have on our team and what we really can do. And as you guys might have just seen right there, we had mid completely open, so it looks like our team was able to get some orbs. Now, I see someone getting attacked over here. It appears to be our healer, so I'm just trying to set up some defensives for them just in case the enemy team decide to just chase after them. So I'm kind of waiting, around my team, because I know that if we are together, we will be able to do a lot of damage. And that is probably the most important thing with these war zones in general, is just keeping with that teamwork. And in general, it will help with accomplishing our goals. Now, I noticed that this juggernaut that I was attacking was taking quite a beating. But then I noticed that my team was tab targeting to other people. So I quickly switched off to a Sage, and then I moved back to this Jug. So as you can tell, they were just taken out. And then it appears that this assassin was after me, so I had to make a quick call, get away from him. And in general, it seems like our team was really just right on him. And that's the main thing with this match, is our team does a good job at DPSing people down and focusing particular people. And that is always a big plus with Warzones, is trying to take down the enemy and keeping focus. Now, you might be able to tell, but the enemy team is kind of playing a defensive strat. They aren't really going in towards mid, because our team has taken the offensive and we have taken control in general. So I'm going to focus target this guy. I'm going to notice I'm taking some damage. This Sork over here is just absolutely destroying me. I'm going to mess up on my roll, but I still am going to get some health back. And that was just, like I said, kind of mainly because I wanted to get some HP back and be safe. So I'm going to be standing on top of this little energy orb thing. But it's not the best idea, honestly. The main reason I actually did it was so I would have people focus me first, and I could quickly jump away and then allow my teammates to get on the offensive once again. So there we go. I'm going to quickly roll away. Now we have this Sork just trapped here, but he is going to quickly run away, use his phase walk, since he does realize, hey, if I stand here, I'm going to die. So at this point, you may have noticed just on the screen right now, there is someone trying to take our pylon. Now, they aren't going to succeed. I mean, it's only one person, but they're going to try and delay us, and our team 100% knows that, so we're going to hurt them. Unfortunately, they are going to get their barrier up. So at this point, we are just waiting them out just to quickly finish them off. And then we are just going to move back. Now, we have a pretty good advantage at this time on the enemy team, because we've gotten way more kills than them. And we just got the start with the orbs. So I noticed that my team is taking quite a beating. It appears this commando is taking a lot of damage. He's trying to heal up. So I'm going to just jump in along with my other teammate, and we're going to try and help save him. Because every time we die, we are giving the enemy team an advantage just with points, and we really don't want that. So once again, just tab targeting back and forth, going to enemies that appear to be low, and also in my line of sight. So this Sentinel was a no-brainer to attack, mainly because he was out in the open. He really just was giving me just a free, kind of like allowing me to free cast him, no issues whatsoever. So he's going to run away. I'm going to quickly move. This isn't the best strat, but I am going to give some defense to my teammates since it appears that some of them were taking damage. He is going to make a quick run for it. Unfortunately, we aren't going to get that kill. And realistically, at this point, it's not very wise to just go after someone, just completely target them. Because at that point, if I go into the enemy lines, then I take a risk of dying myself. And like I said, I mean, just feeding the enemy kills is never a good option. So we're going to quickly finish him off because he decided to return. And once again, our team is just tab targeting back and forth, going after people that appear low, and just finishing them off one by one. So I'm going to leg this guy so I can get a quick free cast on him. I'm going to try and DPS him down. Unfortunately, he is going to live right there. And this is where I take a risk. I really shouldn't have done this, but luckily it appears that our team was doing a good job, so I decided to do it. And I just went right after this guy, just in the corner. He decided to barrier, so at that point I was like, you know what, forget it, it's not worth it. So back to my teammates. Looks like they were handling an operative that escaped, but once again, he appeared, and now that he's just completely alone and trapped, he is going to be done for. So there we go. Take him out, and then we have some of the enemy team in with us. And at this point, while I was DPSing this guy down, I did realize that they most likely would try to go for a pylon at some point, because like I said, I mean, we have a clear advantage over them. And I guarantee that the enemy team was thinking the exact same thing. They're probably like, you know what? We have to try and get their pylon. This is our chance to really make a move. So I noticed that someone was at the pylon, and I wasn't too worried about it. But after I saw something in the chat window where someone said lift him, I was essentially like, you know what? I need to help with this. So I saw the Sentinel, and my main goal with him was to just stun lock him. So he didn't break out of this, which was good news for me, so I decided to just wait it out. So, like I said, not really going on DPS, just trying to slow him down. And at this point, it's not really worth it because he has full resolve. But we were able to get the pylon, and this guy was CC'd long enough. And the good news about that is now that he decided to rush in, we have our whole squad here to take him out. So there we go, just back and forth, trying to keep on the offensive. The best thing about this is our team is really not holding back. We're just trying our best to stay on that offense. Whereas the enemy team, as you can tell right here, is staying on the defense. Because we are trying to keep control of mid. And that's the main thing that we are succeeding at. Is we have our whole team here just trying to stay in the middle. And we are, like I said, just kind of like asserting dominance. Because the enemy team is not going to risk it if they don't have their whole team with them. As you can tell, I mean, I'm getting completely obliterated by I believe a Sork, actually. And that's not fun, but they're in a spot where I can just move away and no longer have to deal with their damage. And once again, Sentinel, he's melee, he's going to rush in, and then our team is going to take him out. And now that we have a good control, I'm deciding, you know what, hey, I'm going to take it. I'm just going to go really close to them and just try to DPS them down. So, I'm not really sure what to do at this point. I do notice that there is someone trying to take on the pylon, and it appears that it is a little 1v1, and I don't want that to happen because fighting off node is not a wise idea. So, at this point, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try to take this guy out. But then, surprise, surprise, this guy is going to try and attack me. Now, he is melee, and I do realize that. The unfortunate thing is a lot of my defensives and such aren't active right now, and I really knew that, so I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? So my risk here was to try and stun him when it was about to appear and we're going to go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to activate a defensive, I'm going to stun him, hightail it away, and then that will get him. I knew that I had to play the waiting game there since my defensives and everything wasn't quite up yet. So while I wasn't DPSing him down and he was getting an advantage, but while he was getting an advantage, I knew that my defensives, or rather just waiting for everything to be up and going for a quick stun, was realistically the way to go. So as you can tell right here, I was taking quite a beating from the enemies. So I knew that I had to quickly run away. It was not worth it at all to just go in there and kind of like die. And I see that my teammates here, they are going in, they're trying to rush. And the team appears, or it appears that the enemy team is trying to get an advantage on mid. They're trying to play it offensively now. But once again, our teammates are going to reappear, and we are going to clearly start to get the upper hand. So that's going to be a quick fail roll. Nothing wrong with that. We can recover. Luckily, we aren't being focused right now. So they are going to bubble, and it's going to be useful for them. But like I said, we are just going to continue to fight at mid and do all that good stuff. So if you look at the scoreboard right now, 6-6-7 versus 5-5-7. So we are clearly winning this match currently. And I knew that at that point. So at this point, we were just kind of DPSing down. Because the only way that they could win is if they decide to take our pylon. Realistically, with orbs, there's no way that was happening. And we just had too much DPS, and we were just keeping on the offense here, that there's no chance of them really succeeding at this match. So this guy's going to play the line of sight game. I'm just going to quickly throw a little grenade on him just to stun him. I'm going to move to this operative right here. He's going to get some heals, and I know that once he gets heals, there's no chance of us killing him. So I'm going to quickly try and attack the healer, since of course when we focus the healer, even if they don't quite die, they are going to be worried about healing themselves, or just healing up rather than their actual team. So if you notice on the scoreboard, once again, we're at 19 seconds, just about roughly. So at that point, we know that, hey, this match is just about over. So I'm just going to continue the DPS and not worry about absolutely anything, because we do have this match in the bag. So there we go, we're getting to that point, and there we go, the pylons are officially synced, and at this point there's no turning back, and that is going to be the end of this match. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Star Wars: The Old Republic Sharpshooter Gunslinger PvP video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.